US-Iran tensions are now surging to a new level, as fresh warnings emerge of possible assassination plots and sharply drawn regional red lines that could ignite a wider conflict. Journalist Levent Kamal, writing for Middle East Eye, has cited IRGC officers who warn that there are potential plots underway to assassinate Iran's most senior leaders. These officers claim that the United States and Israel may use any military strike to flush out and expose the hidden locations of high-value targets inside Iran. The IRGC sources suggested that assassination attempts could be designed specifically to reveal the whereabouts of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei and other top figures. Khamenei has reportedly retreated into a secure bunker somewhere in Tehran, as fears of a potential US attack continue to grow. Kamal said on X, and I quote, "According to IRGC officers I spoke to, US and Israel will attempt assassination during the expected attack on Iran. They estimate that assassination attempts, with various tools, including OPSELs, will aim to reveal the locations of valuable targets, including Khamenei." Unquote. This chilling warning comes as a major US naval buildup near Iran continues to intensify across both the Arabian Sea and the Persian Gulf. Washington has shifted additional warships, missile defense systems, and long-range bombers closer to Iranian territory, tightening the military ring around the country. Tehran has warned that any American strike will instantly turn all US bases across the region into immediate targets for retaliation. Iranian officials say their response would be total, insisting that the costs to Washington and its allies will be far higher than US planners currently anticipate. On January 26, the United Arab Emirates declared that it will not allow its airspace or territorial waters to be used for any attacks on Iran. Abu Dhabi reaffirmed its stance of neutrality, saying it opposes any military action that could further destabilize an already fragile region. This position complicates US strike options and signals that key Arab states fear a wider war that could spiral beyond anyone's control. Gulf governments now find themselves torn between deep security ties with Washington and a very real fear of devastating Iranian retaliation. Iran has repeatedly warned that any country hosting US bases will become a legitimate target if war breaks out, putting those states directly in the line of fire. Analysts caution that any clash between the US and Iran could quickly spread from the Gulf to Israel, Lebanon, and Gaza, drawing in multiple fronts at once. With naval fleets on the move, threats escalating, and political lines hardening, the entire region is edging ever closer to a dangerous point of ignition.
The arrival of that U.S. Navy warship will not affect Iran's resolute will and determination to defend the nation. We possess both this will and the full capability to defend Iran, relying on our people and the experience gained over decades. Deployment of forces to our region and the issuing of threats contravene all principles of international law. Unfortunately, we know the American side disregards these principles, which are designed to protect the entire international community and regional security. If these principles are violated, the ensuing insecurity will undoubtedly impact everyone. The fact that an official at this level admits to committing a crime against humanity because the U.S. sanctions against the Iranian people based on any standard you consider, constitute a crime against humanity due to the blatant violation of the rights of Iranian citizens. These are documents that will certainly be gathered. These are testimonies, signs, evidence to prove both America's animosity towards every Iranian and also documents that will be used in any competent court to hold American parties accountable. Countries in the region are well aware that any insecurity in the region concerning U.S.-Iran tensions is not only aimed at Iran, it is a contagious insecurity. This is why there is a common concern among countries in the region, and fundamentally, any country that respects peace, international security, and international law must definitely take a clear position against the threats posed by the United States against other countries. The point about Europeans deserve injustice that Dr. Araki raised in ex post was that European parties should realize that applying double standards in relation to the principles and foundations of the UN Charter will harm themselves. They may be able to secure interest for a while through these double standards, but ultimately, the consequences of their actions will affect them. As it happened, their silence regarding many issues that occurred in our region in Iran, including nuclear-related discussions, has, in a way, led to the accumulation of law-breaking.